So I'm over at my in-laws here, and this is his solar array that he's got set up for his charging his Delta Pros. So he's got two Renogy panels. There's one there, one here. And these are some pretty big panels. They're 550 watts. And he's got another panel coming. He's going to hook up one more in series. You can see he's got one plugged into here, and then the two panels are connected there, and then the other lead coming out there going into the house. So this puts out 1100 watts. And I believe they run at 9 amps and about 48, 49 volts a piece. So he'll add the third one, which will take him up to the max voltage. So then he'll be at about 1600, 1700 watts, which is a little bit more than what the Delta Pros are rated for, but you can go over on the wattage, but you can't go over on the voltage. And it's the same with the amperage. You can go over on the amperage as well, within reason, but you cannot go over the voltage at all. If you do that, it'll shut down the Delta Pros, and it could fry them. So you could actually over panel these and get, 1800 to 2000 watts out of them if you get your max voltage right at 150. So I'm going to take you inside and show you the setup inside. All right, so here are the Delta Pros that we have set up in the house here. We got the Delta Pro and then the two smart batteries, the one on the bottom, one on top. We got them stacked on top of each other. It's not the most stable thing, but it works. So we put a strap around the top one just to help keep it from falling over if a kid is playing down here. Right off the bat, you look at them, you got 59%, 61%, and then the bottom one down there, I don't know if you could see it, is at 36%. So same inconsistencies that I had with mine. Overall, they're very aesthetically pleasing, these units are. They seem very well built. They seem rugged. They seem like they're very durable. Time will tell. The maneuverability of them is quite convenient with the handle, which I showed in my other video, how it pops out, and then the wheels on the back, which roll real nice. As far as plug and play goes, these are one of the easiest, most cost-effective plug and play systems you can get on the market right now. As you can see, we've got a generator cord plugged into an adapter. So this adapter he bought on Amazon as well. I can put a link in the description for you. So he did this so that we could do just one of the Delta Pros rather than two with the Smart Hub. So this basically what this does is it takes the two leads and puts them into one. So with this, you're not getting a true 220, but you're getting both of the lines are being fed, and now this power cord runs over to this generator box. This is actually quite a slick setup here. So if you want to go from your house to your backup generator, you just flip the switch there. It's got a little watt meter down there as well. He purchased this on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description for you. So one of the things that most people don't know about with these units is you can actually charge them with 220, and it says it in the manual. You just have to go online on Amazon or wherever, maybe even a local hardware store will have it too, and purchase one of these cords. It's got the same plug-in that you would have on the back side of the generator, but then it has the 220 plug instead. What this cord will do is it'll give you the ability to charge with 3600 watts instead of the 1800 watts. So if you charge with 220, you get 3800 watts of charging capability. If you charge with the standard 110 that comes with the unit, you can only charge with 1800 watts. So you can drastically increase your charge time if you do 220. Now, the downside though with the 220, if you are using the 220 plug, you cannot charge it while the outlets are turned on. So you cannot be having any power outputted from your units while the 220 plug is hooked up. And it does not matter what watt charging you have it set for, because on the app you can choose 200 up to 3600 watts to charge. Even if you have it on the lowest setting, it still will not allow you to have the outlets on while the 220 cord is plugged in and energized. So you'll need to unplug it every time if you want to use this. If you have the 110 cord plugged in, you can go ahead and charge it while you're outputting here. So that's the great part about that is if the grid is down and your batteries are getting low and you need to charge, well, you can plug in your small little generator or whatever size small generator you got, and you can be charging off a 110 and still exporting power out at the same time. So on the back side here, we've got the solar plug-in, which has this Anderson connector. One of the biggest beefs I have with the EcoFlow is they don't give you the adapter that goes from the Anderson to the PV connectors, the MC4s. So it doesn't come with the solar connectors that are industry standard. So you have to find some sort of adapter online, and I'll put a link in the description for one. Just something to know, so when you buy it, you get all excited about hooking it up and then find that you don't have the right plug-in for it. The other thing to note about the EcoFlow is to get a hold of customer service is super easy. Their wait times are very minimal, but the downside is their customer support is very surfacey. It's, you know, just their basic, oh, just do a reset. And if anything beyond that, they'll escalate it to the next level, and that you got to wait 24 to 48 hours, or in my case, I never got a response back on it, and they do only through email. And it's straight from China. It's not United States based. So the entry level support is US based. Anything beyond an entry level support is all overseas in China. You know, the other thing that, you know, both my father-in-law and I have both noticed is there are some technical glitches. Like I'd mentioned, the battery down there. Every once in a while, one of the batteries won't connect to the app, and then the next time you open it up, it'll connect. So despite their shortcomings, I do feel like the EcoFlow makes a good product. I'm not endorsed by them anyway. They didn't pay me anything. They didn't give me a generator. I haven't tried any other generators. The Blue Yeti might be a better option. I know Anchor has one too, and 4 Patriots. Haven't tried any of those, but it seems like bang for your buck. The EcoFlow seems to be the cheapest route right now. That could change. They got a few technical issues I think they could work out, just some firmware updates that they need to do to solve the issues. But they make a pretty good unit. If you're looking for something to go RVing with, I think this would be a great option for you. If you're looking for something to be completely off-grid with your house, it's going to probably be your most expensive option. But if everything works like it should, it's going to be your most plug-and-play option, super convenient. EcoFlow is coming out with a new Ultra, and by the looks of it, that thing is going to address a lot of these issues that they have with the Delta Pros. Looks like the EcoFlow Ultra is going to have 6,500 watt charging capability from solar, as well as a 1,600 watt port, which would top it off. When you charge these things with the solar panels, I know they claim on their website that they charge in like 2.5 hours with the solar panels, but that's charging just the Delta Pro. When you add the extra batteries to it, you would have to have a 16-hour day of full sun, and then maybe you might get all 3 of the units charged up with solar. It's really inadequate for the system. If you got just one unit, the 1,600 watts is a decent starting point. So don't expect to get a full charge on your batteries from the sun if they're down depleted at 0 in one day. The reason why my father-in-law went with this setup is because he has a RV that he likes to use for camping and what have you. So he wanted something he could use in his camper while he's out camping. And he thought, well, if I've got it and I own it, when I'm not camping, I might as well try to use it to save some money on electricity. So that's why we have it hooked up to the house. So it works good as a multi-purpose setup. It's a fantastic setup for that. If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button down below and follow along to the channel. I'm working on doing a solar project at my house. We're taking our house completely off-grid, and we have a pretty high consumption level. We use about 3,000 kilowatts every month in electricity, which is a pretty big system. So we're looking to take our house completely off-grid here in the next few weeks. So be sure and hit that subscribe button, follow the channel, and you can see the process. I plan on doing a video of it from start to finish and showing you all the details, everything you need to know about installing the system. So thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.